Okay, so we are getting word right now. JD Vance, okay, he is there. He is sitting down. He's going to be now the tie-breaking vote.
Are there any senators in the
Let's go live if we can get some sound.
Vote or change a vote? If not, on this vote, the yeas are 50 and the nays are 50. The Senate being equally divided, the Vice President votes in the affirmative, and the nomination is confirmed.
And there you have it. There you have it. With that tie-breaking decision by Vice President JD Vance, one of the biggest decisions, or the first big decision of the Trump administration, Pete Hegseth has officially been confirmed as the defense secretary under Donald Trump's administration. Leland, you were listening to this, watching this in real time. First big move from JD Vance. And I'll tell you what, we might be getting some more sound right now if we can go live to Senator John Thune. Let's go live if we can.
Immediately notified of the Senate's action. Further, that the mandatory quorum call with respect to the Noem nomination be waived.
Is there objection? Without objection. The clerk will report the motion to invoke cloture.
Cloture motion. We, the undersigned senators, in accordance with the provisions of Rule 22 of the Standing Rules of the Senate, do hereby move to bring to a close debate on the nomination of Kristi Noem of South Dakota to be Secretary of Homeland Security. Signed by 17 senators.
By unanimous consent, the mandatory quorum call has been waived. The question is it the sense of the Senate that debate on the nomination of Kristi Noem of South Dakota to be Secretary of Homeland Security shall be brought to a close? The yeas and nays are mandatory under the rule. The clerk will call the roll.
Ms. Also Brooks.
All right, so again, there you have it. I want to go back to Leland Vittert on this. Leland, frame it for us, you know, this is a big moment for J.D. Vance and Donald Trump, but also this doesn't happen, right? How rare is this that we're seeing this play out in real time?
It's not all that rare that the vice president casts a vote, and Kamala Harris often would talk about casting the tie-breaking vote. Things are so close, and they were closer in the Senate. Remember, it was tied 50-50 for a while. So Harris was the tie-breaking vote. So that part isn't rare. What's rare is what we're watching, and I think you were really smart, Jesse, to take that second bit of sound about the cloture vote on Kristi Noem. It's clear that Republicans have the votes to get through Donald Trump's nominees. They just proved it at 9:51 at night on a Friday. Senators don't like to work through the weekends, and what's happening here is Senate Republicans have said if Democrats want to slow the process down, which they can because of the rules of the Senate. You heard about cloture votes. You need 60 votes for cloture. You only need 50 plus 1 to actually confirm because of the way the clock runs in the Senate. Basically Republicans have said, if you want to slow things down and you want to make it so Donald Trump, we have to wait 30 hours for each nominee, we're going to stay here through every weekend and every night doing that. Right. And it's a fascinating sort of parliamentary move for us real Washington nerds, but it shows Democrats are sort of ignoring every norm, which is if you don't have the votes on a nominee, let it move through. And Republicans are willing to go to the mat right now. Right. And I think, this is the first loyalty test for John Thune.
So they've been working late. They want to go home. Leland Vittert, you've been working late. I'm going to let you go home. Thanks so much for coming on. Really appreciate your perspective and jumping on at the last minute.
All the best, Jesse.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.